Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation ceremony will begin shortly. Please switch off your mobile phones or put them on silent mode if you have not done so. We have arranged for an official photographer to take photos of all graduates receiving their diploma. There's no need to come to the front to take photographs during the ceremony. If you wish to take additional photos, you may do so after the ceremony at the plaza area. I will be inviting you to stand when the academic procession enters and leaves the hall. Graduates, please ensure that you have your admission ticket and identity card with you before joining the queue to receive the scroll box on stage. You will be issued with a card with a lock-on ID and password as you leave the stage. Please keep the card as you will need it to place your order for photos. Lastly, graduates, graduation is a formal occasion. Please show your respect for our guests and fellow graduates in your behavior. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Our guest speaker, Mr. Manoj Sharma, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the 57th graduation ceremony of the Singapore Polytechnic. At this 14th session, we will be presenting diplomas and other awards to graduates from SP Business School. May I now invite our Principal and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. So Waiwa to deliver the graduation address. Mr. So, please.
Mr. Manoj Sharma, founder and CEO of KUSJO. Distinguished guests, parents, colleagues, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to our 57th graduation ceremony. This year we see the 57th batch of students graduating from Singapore's first Polytechnic. I congratulate all 5,577 graduates, including the 340 of you here in this session receiving your certificates. This must be a momentous occasion for you, for your family, a proud moment indeed. It marks an important milestone in your life. Now, over the last few years, you have learned hard, worked hard, and played hard. I hope that the things that you learned, the friendships you have forged, the trials and triumphs that help you to grow, I hope all this will form an indelible part of your memory. I hope that in years to come, they will be sources of joy and strength for you. As you graduate and leave SP, please do not for a moment think that your learning journey has come to an end. Whether you are moving on to university or straight to the workplace, you should continue to learn, continue to deepen your skills, hone your craft, build on what you have learned in SP to develop yourself further. Learning does not stop when someone leaves school and start work. Rather, you should see yourself as a continual, lifelong learner, always learning and relearning until the day you retire, and even beyond that. To help you in your journey of lifelong learning, SP has also transformed ourselves. Now, we always have adults in our classrooms, but moving forward, we will be even more intentional in helping our adults learn. We will have more programs tailored to the needs of the workplace. Our syllabi will be more catered to and programmed for their needs and delivered in a manner more accessible for working people. In other words, as you commence your working life, whether in this year or in a few years later, you can count on SP to continue to provide you the learning resource that you need. We will continue to support you in your continuous learning journey. We want to be your lifelong partner in learning. We want to see you back on campus as an adult student. So once again, in closing, graduates, congratulations, goodbye, and see you again.
Thank you, Mr. So. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest speaker this afternoon is Mr. Manoj Sharma, founder and CEO of KUSJO. KUSJO.com is a smarter survey analytics company that has built one of the world's most comprehensive talent optimization, customer journey, and market research analytics platform. Outside of his role at KUSJO, Mr. Manoj Sharma has been very active across the entrepreneurial landscape in Singapore since 2003, having been on the board of the Action Community for Entrepreneurship, which serves to drive entrepreneurship initiatives in Singapore. Mr. Manoj Sharma speaks extensively on the impact of artificial intelligence, robotics, and automation on the economy as well as their social implications. In his free time, Mr. Manoj Sharma is passionate about assisting young startup founders and getting in a round of golf as often as he can. It is now my pleasure to invite Mr. Manoj Sharma to deliver the graduation address. Mr. Manoj Sharma, please.
Good afternoon, Mr. So, Principal and CEO, Singapore Polytechnic School of Business, distinguished parents, guests, lecturers, staff of Singapore Polytechnic, and of course, you, the graduates of 2017. It is truly an honor to be here today in your company. My congratulations go out not just to you, the students, but equally to the parents of the students. If you're anything like my parents, today must be such a relief for you. I did graduate with honors from university, but the truth of the matter is, I never went to my graduation ceremony. Why, you may ask? I felt that since I'd spent precious little time in university while I was supposed to be there, it just didn't seem right for me to turn up at my graduation. I also had the distinct impression that some of my lecturers would be looking for me. I feared it was not so much to congratulate me, but to inquire where I had been for the last 4 years. The truth of the matter is this: very early on, in my first year in university, I got myself a part-time job with the Walt Disney Company. No, it was not on account of my grades, but more because I happened to have a friend who was working there. An opportunity was presented, I jumped at it. With one good piece of work leading to another, I literally ended up working for them on a full-time basis while I was still in university. And it wasn't because I was prodigious by any yardstick, and that's why I graduated. The reason why I graduated was because of the good grace of my friends. When it came close to the examination period, I literally had to turn to them, get good guidance from them as to what to study, mug away, and by God's grace, I managed to get through that. More on the value of friendship later. So today, if you don't mind, I'm going to enjoy your graduation as much as you are, because it's the closest I've been in 20 years to my very own. Lightheartedness aside, an invitation like this gets one thinking, reflecting on yesterday and projecting into tomorrow, very much from the point of view and in the shoes of you, the graduates. So what's been on my mind? 3 things. 1, that you're stepping into a brave new world. 2, that you might be heading towards the best and the worst of times. And 3, the importance of remembering your humanity in the age of IT. Let's start with the first thing first. You're stepping into a brave new world. 20 years ago, when I was in and around your age, the general belief I developed was that, listening to the older folks around me, was that the best opportunities were behind me. Property had seen its heyday, with people lamenting how they could have purchased the property in the 50s and 60s when it was so much cheaper than when it was in the 80s and 90s. Retailers fondly recalled how they made a killing in the 80s on the back of the American GIs from Vietnam and Korea who were stopping over in Singapore. Tour guides lamented the fact that the Japanese tourists were no longer coming to Singapore, and if they were, the tips were not as big as they used to be. This was the vibe I got after the late 1980s downturn and before the 1997 financial crisis. Optimism, it is safe to say, was not plentiful. And then everything changed, because along came the internet heralding a truly brave new world. Yes, the tech bubble did burst in the 2000s, but the foundation for Web 2.0 was solidly laid. Today, 20 years later, we are firmly in the midst of what is called the fourth industrial revolution, the age of artificial intelligence, robotics, and automation. Which brings me to my second thing. You may be living in the best and worst of times. Technology has come to a fore as an enabler. It has created new opportunities for economic gain. Social media has given people a voice that they never had before, and has dramatically changed both the social as well as the political landscape. Low-cost air travel has made the world accessible like never before, and virtual reality is about to change that all over again. The reality may well be 20 years from now, when you, the graduates, come for your kids' graduation ceremony, you may not be physically present in this auditorium. That's how dramatic the changes might be. Along with some of the best will inevitably come some of the worst. We've seen it daily for some time now. Daily skirmishes reported on social media, virally sent out, of absolutely inhumane things taking place globally. We see this also in the world of politics, with what's unfolding in the US, and thankfully this morning did not spill over into Europe. The nature of institutions of education, as well as the value of an education too, are dramatically going to change, because questions are being asked as to the worth of a diploma or a degree in the face of real competencies. And polys are well established to make sure people graduate with great competencies. Automation is picking up. Robotics has captured the public's imagination like never before, and artificial intelligence is the buzzword of 2017. It really is an idea whose time has come. A year ago, when you mentioned artificial intelligence, people said, "Oh, really?" Today, the words they use is, "Oh, no," because the myths has cleared on the path, and it's clearer to people how jobs may be disrupted. While the fear is real, the reality is we've been through this before. I'll give you an example, and hopefully it gives you a sense there's nothing to fear. In 1810, when there were 1 billion people on the planet, 84% of people were in agriculture-related jobs. Today, with 7.5 billion people on the planet, only 1% of the population is in agriculture-related jobs. So the question is, what has happened to the other 83% of the jobs? The truth is, with every advancement in technology, new jobs have been created. Organizations today advertise for jobs for growth hackers, customer success officers, and data scientists. These are not new names for old jobs, but they are a new multidisciplinary approach on how work needs to be done. We no longer speak of change because change is too slow in the face of disruption. New normal, we speak of a new normal because the old way is really just another acronym for obsolescence. But in these interesting times is where you live. And in the midst of these lie great opportunities and wonderful challenges. Business models are being innovated. Startups are fighting tooth and nail to thrive and to disrupt existing structures. And new possibilities are only restricted by your imagination. Indeed, the best and worst of times historically have depended entirely on what we make of them. This is not just the challenge you and I face, it's the same challenge for us all. The Steve Jobs of the world have been made to look by the Elon Musk of the world like prologues to chapter 1. Science fiction has transformed into science reality with solar energy, electric vehicles, self-driving cars, super efficient and fast train transportation, humanity seeking to colonize Mars, and devices being embedded directly into the brain's neural networks to effectively turn us into cyborgs. And what I've just quoted is the ongoing work of just one man, Elon Musk. It would not be outlandish to expect a world in 10 years that's exponentially different from the 200 that came before it. Such is the pace of what Ray Kurzweil calls the law of accelerating returns. Exciting times indeed for a fresh graduate like you. Which brings me to my third and final point, remembering your humanity in the age of IT. In a super fast-paced, transactionary world, where relationships will tend to only be as firm as the shelf life of a deal itself, let us not forget that humanity matters. That we are in a privileged position as a species on the planet, and especially more so if we're in Singapore. That we've evolved to the highest rung of the value chain and have the ability to shape not just the future of this planet, but every facet of the future of this planet. That is the power we wield in our hands as human beings. Allow me to put this into context for you. In 1996, IBM's Deep Blue beat the world champion Garry Kasparov in a game of chess. In 2011, IBM's Watson beat Brett Rugger and Ken Jennings, the all-time winner in a game called Jeopardy. Last year, in 2016, Google's AlphaGo defeated the legendary Lee Sedol in a game of Go. These were games of logic, linguistics, and intuition, respectively. And it wasn't just that Kasparov, Jennings, and Sedol lost. You and I lost. That is the pace at which artificial intelligence is accelerating. And this might just, oddly enough, be the best thing to happen to humanity, because it will make us realize that kindness, compassion, courtesy, gratitude, appreciation, and the other finer things that make us human beings do really matter. That the genuine acknowledgement of our commonalities and the differences of our ethnicity are also to be treasured. That the bonds of friendship you have created here, just as I did back in university, that helped me get through the university, do actually matter. That the fact you are here places you in a small, privileged minority. So humbly, that is my final of my 3 points, to remember the humanity in IT. With that, this is my parting wish for you on your graduation and your journey beyond the gates of Singapore Polytechnic. The following was also my wish for my brother upon his marriage, and is also my wish for you. The words thus far have been my own. The following are from Bob Dylan, the Nobel laureate for literature in 2016. May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung. And may you stay forever young. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Class of 2017, congratulations on your journey onwards, and may you stay forever young.
Thank you, Mr. Manoj Sharma. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the presentation of diplomas to the graduates. This afternoon, we will be presenting diplomas and other awards to 340 graduates from SP Business School. May I now call upon the Acting Director of SP Business School, Ms. Tan Yen Yen, to present the diplomas. Ms. Tan, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates for the Diploma in Business Administration.
Afika Afni binti Ismail. Angeline Go Chia Ling. Elson Go Yongson, Eng Chia Lee, Eva, Jillian Tan Ying Xuan, Justin Wong Chia Ching, Lim Lee Lee, Shalene Tan Wen Min, So Sylvia, Stephanie Sim Su Yuen, Tan Yen Ni, Tae Ching Han, Vivian Ang Chu Hui, Yo Hui Chu Delia, Elaine Sim Lee Ping, Elisa Royani binti Abdul Wahid, Amirul Iman Adli bin Maslan, Andrea Tong Le Chia, Ang Gi Singh, Ang Kai Siang, Ang Kwok Ron, Ang Lek Mien, Ang Ming Yang, Yvonne, Ang Yang Jun, Elvin, Angeline Lim Yen Chu, Audrey Chan Fang Ting, Bajila Farvin Akbar Ali, Belvia Su Chu Chi, Brenda Lee Chia Min, Brian Yi Wen Yong, Carissa Sim Chien Wen, Chan Hui Min, Charmaine Tan Mei Jing, Chhatrapati Upadhyaya, Chi Wei Kiet Colin, Chen Guo Hao Elvin, Chen Hong, Cheong Han Jing, Shalene Yong Chia Yi, Cheryl Chua Jing Yi, Cheryl Lok Kai Sin, Chiu Pei Jin Sarah, Chiu Se Bing Neville, Chiu Wen Chiang Jeremy, Chia Ke Sin, Chia Shu Yin Maxine, Chin Yu Ying, Ching Woon Yin, Choi Yu Xuan, Chung Se Yang, Christopher Gabriel Sia Min Se, Chua Hong Ju, Chua Huang Sheng, Clara Singh Liang Zhuang, Collis Ong Wei Ting, Daphne Tang Hui Ting, Darren Wee Hong Ming, Denise Neo Yin Chi, Desiree Sim Pei Ling, Dylan Pang Hui Kai, Dominic Lo Boon Kiet, Edgar Lee Ren Chi, Edward Lim Shao Liang, Emil Chen Che Rong, Ethan Chiu Chen Yi, Eugenia Pu Se Ying, Fu Wei Jian, Jermaine Lam Chia Min, Goi Kai Chi, Ho Chu Hui, Ho Go Chen Gordon, Ho Chia Chia, Ho Nai Chie Gerald Christian, Ho Rong Kun, Hong Dian Chin, Hong Xiang De, Hu Xin Yue, Janessa Peng Sin Rui, Jeremy Teo Wei Shen, Jessica Egaputri Suprapto, Jethro Yo Shang Yuan, Jiang Wan Ting, Joel Tan Yong Shing, Joel Lau Che Yi, Jolene Yong Chia Lin, Jordan Ang Chu Kai, Joshua Lim Chun Chie, Julius Teo Chia En, Justin Tan Chen Yao, Kang Cheng Jason, Kang Kai Ling Michelle, Kang King Kiet Darren, Ki Ming Hao, Kimberly Ann Lim Lee Yin, Ko Chong Che, Lai Wai Hong, Li Lu Wu, Li Xiao San, Li Yu Xian, Li Yue En Shannon, Lek Wan Lin, Leonard Tan Guan Yan, Leong Siu Ching, Liao Chia Yen, Lian Hui Shi, Lim Kai Bun, Lim Chien Chi, Ariel, Lim Chiao, Joe, Lim Xiao Hui, Lim Sin Yi, Lim Sin Ying, Teresa, Lim Yu Xuan, Eunice, Lim Yun Kai, Lim Chư Juan, Liao Wei Xuan, Farika, Lo Ka Man, Lorraine Wong Yen Ping, Lo Yi Long, Hafiz, Lucas Lim Shu Jie, Machida Hiroaki Hugo, Magdalene Hua Hui Chi, Maithili Shamin Kumar, Marianne Sito Wanjun, Mayank Aswal, Michael, Michelle Sia Hui Ting, Monica Tan Hui Lien, Muhammad Abuza bin Abdul Aziz, Mui Shu Min Samuel, Nadira binti Sariman, Nadira binti Samsudin, Natalie Yongchin Yi, Neo Cheng En Ibiza, Narissa Wong Li Ling, Ng Chun Sien, Ng Hui Fang, Grace, Ng Hui Ning, Ng Pin Xuan, Ng Teng Rong, Ng Wei Shun, Nixon, Ng Yong Da, Adrian, Ng Yuan Lin, Nga Zhu Hao, Nicholas Wong Chi Lun, Nicole Chai Ying Chie, Nigel Sun Yu Xuan, Noraisha Humaira binti Muhammad Khair, Nur Amira binti Sukiman, Nur Umaira binti Muhammad Tahir. O Su Yi Veronica. Ong Han Singh Denson. Ong Hong Long. Wei Hui Shi. Ao Jian Ching Elvis. Pang Guo Jun Andreas. Pei Kai Li. Pek Chen Yu. Pang Hui Li. Po Le Yi Joy. Kwek Sin Yi. Kwek Siu Heng. Rachel Lim Chia Yi. Rachel Lim Miao Ling. Raif Hakim bin Maslan. Randall Teo Wei Lun. Roger Eaton Lim Shen. Roel Kwek Kui Chi. Rubin Raj Balaji. Sek Chong Yi Adrian. Xiao Tian Chen Terence. Sir Chun Chia Joseph. Shanna Wong. Shanice Ng Yun Chi. Shanti Maya Tamang. Sharon Go Min Sin. Sean Wa Chu Yang. Siobhan Ann Xiao Chia Ying. Charlene Mok Tree Ying. Charmaine Lee Yi Ting. Shavin Tan Kuo Jin. Cheryl Tan. Shim Pei Ying Amanda. Shruti Tirunal Karasu. Sim Rong Hui Fabian. Siti Nur Hafifa binti Asiman. So Jia Hui. Song Su Ling, Evangeline. Stacy Chong Chia Ling. Tai Chen Yu. Tan Chia Rui. Tan Chia Singh. Tan K. Wee. Tan Lin Hui, Charlene. Tan Pei Woon. Tan Sin Liang, Aloysius. Tan Sun Ling, Sarah. Tan Wei An, Kenrick. Tan Yun Chi, Sensia. Teo Chien Yen, Aaron. Terence Tang Su Yin. Tung Chiu Fang. To Chia Cheng, Darren. Tu Fang Wei. Trisha Wong Min Yu. Valerie Lam Ji Yin. Vivian Tay Sin Hui. Vivian Tong Sok Cheng. Vu Yong Hui. Waiprip Monasid. Wang Shu Rui. Wong Li San. Wong Shu Hui. Woon Boon Ping. Yap Se Min. Yi Jia Ying, Joey. Yo Bon Jae Ren. Yong Chia Yi. Zafran bin Zakaria. Juan Sheng Xiang, Jevin.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates for the Diploma in Financial Informatics.
Chia Yu Chie. Chua Yin Yin. Lim Yap Kai, Aloysius Raphael Chu Yuen Chong, Anna Germaine Peck, Ong Miet Ai, Charmaine Go Wee Juin, Chia Yong Kang, Chui Jing Wen, Damien Tan Wei Yi, Darren Lee Yu Wei, Dong Yao, Eileen Mu Yi Ling, Philia, Gan Hui Shu, Ivan Liu Wen Yang, Jessica Ng Hui Chen, Joey Chia Chu Yi, Ko Yi Chuo, Hua Cheng Xuan, Lau Pui Yen Tammy, Lei Zhi Sin, Li Yen Ting, Lim En Cheng, Lim Hui En Isabel, Lim Li Hui, Lim Shu Wei, Lok Shu Fen Camellia, Ma Su Min Geraldine, Marcus Lee Eugene, Ng Quang Sheng, Ng Seok Yi, Ng Shi Ying, Ng Wei Bin, Ng Yen Ming, Ng Chi Yu, Nur Iryani Imran, Ong Lok Bin, Pei Bing Chiang Peter, Pei Sui Sing, Pan Ti Min Chao, Xiarilin, Sim Yi Hao, Jason, Xiao Yongshin, Tan Chia Xuan, Sean, Tan Yi Shin, Myra, Teo Kai Lin, Teo Chu Young, Terry Tudor Lin, Tok Yong Heng, Vance Chung Yu Chuan, Wei Xuan, Willie Wong, Wong Ching Fang, Lilia, Wong Wan Yi, Wu Junyan, Yang Zhejun, Zeph Ng Sin Sheng, Chao Sheshak, Cho Li Hang,
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the list of graduates from the SP Business School. Thank you, Ms. Tan. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now present the prizes to our graduates for their excellent academic performance. May I invite Mr. Manoj Sharma, founder and CEO of Castro, to present the following prizes. Mr. Manoj Sharma, please. From the Diploma in Business Administration course, the Singapore Logistics Association Prize, Tan Jie Ying. Receiving the New Union Investment Prizes are Audrey Kwan Pei Fen, and Maven Lim Jun Liang. Receiving the Auto Solutions prizes are Li Ziyan, and Charmaine Chong Xue Ming. Receiving the Expeditors Singapore prizes are Suryana Paija, To Jun Kai, and Vanessa Liao Fan Fei. From the Diploma in Financial Informatics course, The DBS Prize, Lau Chin Yi. The Acon Marketing and Research Consultants Prize, Samuel Lim Chao Xuan. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now present course medals to our top graduates for their outstanding all-round performance. From the Diploma in Business Administration course, the Snapple Beverage Corp Silver Medal is awarded to Cherry Lee Ming Xuan. The FedEx Gold Medal is awarded to Gabriel Tan Juliang. From the Diploma in Financial Informatics course, the Adept Business Analytics Silver Medal is awarded to Lu Hui Ming. The DBS Gold Medal is awarded to Dick Chew Guan Kiet. That concludes the presentation of course medals. Thank you, Mr. Manoj Sharma. Ladies and gentlemen, giving the valedictory speech this afternoon is Desiree Sim Palin, a graduate of the Diploma course in Business Administration. May I now call upon Desiree to deliver the farewell address on behalf of the new graduates. Desiree, please.
A very good afternoon to our guest speaker, Mr. Manoj Sharma, Principal and CEO, Mr. So Waiwa, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a very special day for all of us. For graduates, it means that we are about to embark on our next adventure in life. For parents, you watch with pride as we receive our diploma. And for lecturers, you realize that the noisy monkeys that have been secretly nibbling their tidbits during lessons are finally graduating. As we walk out of the school gates today, we will go our separate ways. Some of us may further our studies, some may enter the workforce, and for the boys, it will be time for your transformation from a boya to men. The thought of moving to a new phase of life filled with uncertainty is daunting, but let's stand strong, be independent, and embrace our individuality. SP has provided many opportunities for us to stretch ourselves. Take me for an example. The biggest opportunity for me would have to be the Polytechnic Foundation Program, or PFP. I came to SP via the PFP, and what I have experienced will have a lasting impact on me. Life is not always a bed of roses. We are bound to meet challenges, and only when we know how to emerge from difficult situations can we be on the road to success. Wow, looking back on my life, this cannot be more true. At 7 years old, I still did not know how to use a glue stick. So what can you expect of my studies? Lagging behind my peers then was tough, as I had to battle low confidence and low self-esteem. And things did not get any better when I entered the normal academic stream. I was mocked even more by my peers who had gone to the express stream. I was a ball of negativity until one day my dad said, You should not let all this pull you down. Instead, you should come back stronger and develop your strengths. And I heeded his advice and purged all the negativity in me. I became determined, worked hard, persevered, and seized opportunities that were availed to me and have achieved much more than I could have ever imagined. So friends, have a dream and never give up on it. Our grades do not define our future. It may have taken me a little longer in getting to my destination, but I've made it. Remember, it isn't about how hard you get hit, but how hard you get hit and keep moving forward. Fellow graduates, there are many people we are indebted to for our success today. On behalf of DBA and DFI class of 2017, I want to thank our parents for your love and care. Your presence today is our best present, and we hope we have done you proud. Thank you to my ma, pa, akong and ama for always supporting me and teaching me never to be complacent. We also like to thank our lecturers for guiding us and giving us the foundation to develop further. We deeply appreciate it. And lastly, to my buddies and schoolmates, thanks for the memories we have shared, the battles we have fought, and the bonds we have made. Congratulations, class of 2017, we have made it! And best wishes for a bright future. Thank you.
Thank you, Desiree. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation ceremony is now adjourned. May I invite all to stand. The procession groups will now leave the convention hall. Thank you for your patience. Please join us for the tea reception at the plaza outside the convention center. May I invite parents and guests to leave the convention center first. Please ensure that you have all your belongings. Have a pleasant day.